Keeping with the theme of actions our president has taken today, in the last hour, President Trump signed the defense bill. For the first time ever, this bill includes the Honoring Our Fallen Heroes Act, and that expands firefighter line of duty benefits to now cover cancer. Senator Klobuchar led the charge on getting this bill passed in Congress on behalf of a family in St. Paul and Maple Grove who had a firefighter in their family, Michael Paydar, who died of cancer in 2020. Danny has more.
On Valentine's Day 2020, Mike Paydar was diagnosed with acute myeloid leukemia.
It was only a 6-month battle. It was out of the blue.
But despite Mike's years of exposure to toxins as a Maple Grove and St. Paul firefighter, his cancer wasn't considered a line of duty death.
He was always helping others.
So his wife, Julie, and their kids were not eligible for survivor benefits.
Something didn't feel right.
In 2021, Minnesota extended line of duty benefits to the Paydar family, the first time the state had ever made that distinction for cancer. But there was still no national standard.
When we got that recognition, I couldn't believe the number of people that were calling me, emailing me, texting me. They were like, how did you guys do that? And that's when I realized this is bigger than Minnesota.
With the help of the local firefighter union, Julie caught the attention of U.S. Senator Amy Klobuchar, who introduced the Honoring Our Fallen Heroes Act to designate cancer as a line of duty death nationwide.
We were able to make the case that we did this in Minnesota. Let's do this nationally.
The legislation took a few years to advance, but with broad bipartisan support this week, the Senate finally managed to tuck the measure into a larger defense bill.
It's just astounding. The politics are so divided right now. There's so much ugliness out there, but to see something good and to see it start with one family and one widow who wouldn't give up.
President Trump signed the bill into law late Thursday.
What do you think Mike would say watching the president signing this bill today?
He would be proud of our family.
The families of firefighters who develop cancer will now be eligible to receive more than $400,000 in federal benefits.
When we lost Mike in 2020, we just hoped that something good would come out of that heartbreaking loss, and today's the day. It's going to provide some hopefulness for a lot of families across this nation.
Danny Spiewak, KARE 11 News.
Incredible work to Julie and her kids. Apologies for saying your last name incorrectly. It won't happen again. The families will become immediately eligible for federal benefits retroactive to 2020, but the U.S. Department of Justice still needs to develop some rules and regulations to make this program bigger for all who need it.